For centuries, the planar travelers known as the Eladrin ruled the island of Zhekesh, mastering magic and metal alike in their quest for power and knowledge. But everything changed when their creations, the Warforged, turned against them. Their catastrophic war reshaped Zhekesh, and at the height of the violence, the Eladrin vanished. Now, a young Eladrin named Thich returns to Zhekesh after a century in exile. She searches for signs of her people and seeks a way to unshackle her homeland from the grip of the Warforged generals who conquered it, the Iron Lords of Zhekesh.
So he starts setting up his climbing gear and starts climbing the mountain. Would you like to follow him?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Is there something that I could use my grapple bow on?
Yeah, absolutely you can. So you can kind of aim up, look for something to shoot it at, and take a shot.
Yeah.
So it'll be your dexterity plus your proficiency.
Okay. SK, please don't. Gosh, she is just.
She's
been
very
here
needy today.
This whole game.
Yep.
24.
24?
Mm-hmm.
So, you kick it out, unfurl it, and aim, and the grappling, it kind of disappears into the fog, and you hear it go. And if you give the rope a few tugs, it feels very secure.
So I say I have a secure line here. We should be able to all go up.
Oh, great. Yeah, that'll help. So everyone will get advantage on their athletics checks to climb since they're using this nice secure rope. So I'll need climb checks from everyone.
Okay.
With advantage.
All right, I'm going to have to grab
Here,
I
you need another
threw my
D20?
D20. There's a bunch right here.
Oh, yeah. We have a few dice in our house.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Thank you. All right, so for me, what am I rolling again?
Athletics.
Thank you. So 11 for me.
Okay.
Quick pick.
So they probably don't have athletics, so it'll just be straight up strength checks for them.
Okay. Ooh. 3 for quick pick.
Ooh.
It's a good thing I had advantage though, because my dice rolled a 1.
Yeah.
And Junker, it's 20.
Okay. So you and Junker make it up the rope just fine. Junker goes a little bit quicker. He's kind of going up the rope. It's very, very tiring. You're actually going to take one level of exhaustion as you reach the top. And what that means is you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, okay.
Until you take a short rest.
Okay.
Just because it's a very, very, very long climb that you've made, and by the time you get up, your arms feel like Jello.
Yeah, okay.
Quick pick actually, at about halfway up the rope, he kind of slips and stumbles and kicks some rocks and dislodges a bunch of rocks, and some of them come tumbling from above and kind of clatter against his head, and he takes a couple of bludgeoning damage, bludgeoning damage. And you hear him kind of cry out from below. Ow! Son of a bitch!
Are you alright, Quick Pick?
Yep, I'm fine. Oh, that hurt.
Are you going to be able to make it the rest of the way up?
I can try.
Junker, do you think you'd be able to help Quick Pick?
And Junker's like, I can try pulling the rope up.
Yeah, let's try it.
So you and Junker both pull the rope up?
Yeah.
So you get Quick Pick up just fine, and he's kind of like embarrassed as he's just holding onto the rope and getting like tugged up this mountain, and he gets to the top and he's like, right, thanks. Appreciate it.
I say, well, I don't know about you, Quick Pick, but I could use a little breather before we keep going.
Yeah, me too. So you guys are taking a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take a short rest. You can go ahead and on Quick Pick sheet, it should say what his hit dice are under or above his hit points. It'll say like 2d6.
2d6.
So go ahead and roll 1d6 for a short rest.
1.
Okay, so he gets 1 hit point back.
Great.
Oh, 1 plus his constitution.
Oh.
Which is
0.
0. So, yep. And your level of exhaustion goes away.
Great.
So you take about an hour and just sit, drink water, get the feeling back in your arms from the tough climb. I imagine you probably spool your rope and get your grapple gun loaded again, get it all locked up, put back, and Quick Pick starts looking for something. He's kind of like going along the edge of this little like ledge that you guys are sitting on this mountain, and as you look down, you can see like you're kind of like a little bit above the clouds, but as the clouds kind of part a little bit, you can see Zhekesh just like sprawled out in front of you, and kind of hazy on the horizon. You just see this like bank of purple fog, like where TN is.
Wow.
You can see the miasma just like taking up that entire portion of the continent. And eventually Quick Pick is like, found it. The entrance.
Oh, what were you looking for and where? Show me.
He kind of calls you over and says, this is the way into the mountain. We can climb down here and go into it and see what awaits us down there. It's going to be a giant cat, apparently.
Okay, well, let's get going.
So you guys head down. It's very, very dark in here. You have dark vision. I think everyone has dark vision, actually.
Yep.
So you can go down without light. You won't be able to see in color, and you won't be able to see like minute details.
Right.
But you can see just fine in the dark.
Yeah.
So once you get down there, you see Junker's eyes kind of glow a little bit brighter blue as his kind of sight allows him to see in the dark.
And I do let them know that I have the globe with me that can
Right.
cast light if we do need to see more detail.
Yeah, absolutely. And that will definitely come in handy. So they take note of that. So you, I'm actually going to show you. Here, I'm going to cover part of it up. So this is like a sideways look.
Okay.
So it's not top down. It's like to the side.
Oh, it's like a cross section.
It's like a cross section.
Oh, okay.
So you're
Going down a tunnel.
Down this tunnel, kind of opens up into a big room, very dark and humid in here. Eventually, you go down an even longer tunnel, and you see that there's a bit of a drop here down into this cave. You see there are stalactites and stalagmites coming down from the ceiling and up from the ground, and you see that there's a pool of like dark water across the way there.
Okay.
So it's about a 10-foot drop. So it's easy enough to make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we'll head down there towards the water.
Yeah.
And could I like pick up a rock and give it a toss into the water?
Into the water? Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'll do that.
Cool. So you toss a rock into the water.
Yep.
It just goes in the water. Nothing happens.
Is there any like unique smell or anything?
Yeah, it definitely. The farther you get into the cave, the fouler it smells.
Yeah.
Just kind of like rancid meat a little bit.
Okay.
And once you drop down into the cavern with the black pond, you see that there's like white bones kind of littering the ground a little bit, and some of them look like they've been gnawed on. And Quick Pick's kind of like, ooh, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, it looks like we're dealing with something carnivorous.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think there's a passageway going back over here, so we can go down that and keep going deeper into the cave. And as he says this, you hear like just like almost like something moving through the air.
So I'll like look up and around.
And you don't really see anything as you're looking. And you see Junker kind of looking too, and he kind of like slides his mace out, looking around. And all of a sudden, just your dark vision just like cuts out. It's almost like, and it's just completely pitch black, almost like you can't see anything, almost like your dark vision has stopped working. And before you can say anything or react, something flies past you, and your monk reflexes allow you to kind of dodge out of the way, but you feel something like float past you, and you feel something kind of trail, something kind of leathery and slimy kind of trail across your skin as it misses you. But you hear Quick Pick go, ah! And kind of like, almost like he's muffled, like there's something covering his mouth.
I get out my little globe and I say, I'm going to turn on the lights.
Cool. So you get the drift globe out?
Yeah. So I get the drift globe out, and I'm just going to, I like give it a little toss in the air, and I say, light.
And, are you casting light?
Light.
Just light?
Yeah,
okay, cool.
just light.
So light explodes outwards, and you're blinded for a second as the light turns on, as this floating orb starts glowing this like brilliant like blue white.
Yeah, sorry. So I cast up in there, I say light, and I am going to keep my eyes closed just for a second when it first lights up, and
so
then
you
I'm
don't
going
get
to open
blinded.
them. Yeah.
Smart. Cool. So you do that, and once you open your eyes, you see Quick Pick is half engulfed with what looks like a squid. Like a floating squid with webbing between all of its tentacles. Oh. And you see that it has a row of eyes all the way around it, but all of the eyes are milky white, like this creature is blind. Like almost like a deep cave creature. Mm-hmm. It looks like this.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see that it's like engulfing Quick Pick, the tentacles wrapping around him, and the webbing is kind of suffocating him. And you see, as you look, you see another one kind of floating through the air, one that barely missed, like latching onto you.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I'm gonna have you roll for initiative now.
So 11 for me.
Okay.
Quick Pick is grappled, so do we need to roll for him?
Roll for initiative, yeah, because he still gets to try and get away.
13 for Quick Pick.
Okay.
And 5 for Junker.
Okay. So
Junker's like, I never really liked Quick Pick anyway.
Yeah. So it's gonna go Quick Pick, and then you, and then these creatures, and then Junker.
Okay.
So Quick Pick. So he can try to get away. It's going to be a strength check as their action. If he wants to try and get away, he can also. Yeah. He can also. Let's see here.
Can he try to reach for his sword?
Yes, he can.
So that's what I want him to try and do.
So basically, he's blinded and he can't breathe, is the basic gist.
Okay.
So he has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
Is the basic gist of it.
Okay.
And he's also suffocating.
All right.
So
I want him to try and get his sword out and try and slice his way out of here.
Okay, you got it. So go ahead and give me an attack roll at disadvantage.
So does that mean I roll 2 d20s and take the lowest?
Take the lowest,
okay.
Yep.
All right. 2 20s.
2 20s. Oh.
I got a 20 and a 7.
Oh. So what is, but add that up. What is it total?
So 7.
Using his short sword.
Yeah. So 12.
12 is just enough to hit.
Oh, awesome.
So how much damage?
6.
6? Okay. So he slices into this creature, and it like lets loose with this really kind of screechy throughout the cave, and black blood kind of pours down from this slices. Like Quickpick's basically like stumbling around with this thing wrapped around his head, and he's like just kind of slicing into it with his short sword, just going trying to stab at it. So he doesn't dislodge it, but he does some good slicing damage to it. Okay, so that was Quickpick. Now it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take a quick pause and go to the bathroom.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's take a quick break because I have to pee too.
Perfect. All right, so I am going to toss a dart.
Okay. At the one that missed you?
At the one that's on Quickpick.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Roll well.
I know. I know.
Oh no. What did you just roll?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. So, how much damage did you do there?
6.
6? So
I rolled a 1, but I rolled max damage, so...
Yep. So you fling the dart.
Worst case scenario.
And as you fling the dart, you know, Quickpick's kind of flailing. He spins around, and the dart just sinks right into his shoulder. And he goes, and you do 6 damage to Quickpick.
I'm sorry, friend. Oh shit, Quickpick is already not doing great.
Not doing great. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
I will... Anything else I want to do in my turn? Let me think for a minute. Like, am I within... How far away am I from all of this?
So, Quickpick is, like, within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
The Dark Mantle that missed you is about 15 feet up in the air.
Okay. How high can I jump?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I will look it up.
Oh, he's 15 feet in the
He's
air.
15 feet in the air. So you can use a key point to do better jumping.
Yeah, I can double my jump.
So you still can't quite get up there.
Yeah.
So I think the takeaway from this is Eladrin can't jump.
God.
Yeah, so you can't jump high enough to get up to the
Okay.
Dark Mantle.
All right. I was just curious.
So you used your standard action to throw the dart.
Yes.
You could
I'm going to move towards the one with Quickpick
and punch it.
and punch it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Cool. Awesome. Just don't roll a 1 again. Yep. Using inspiration. Now remember, you can use this after you roll if you want.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, just before I say whether you hit or missed. So you roll.
Okay.
If you think the roll's bad, you can use it. Okay?
Okay.
Dirty cheater.
I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Yep, that's plenty
Great.
to hit the Dark
And
Mantle
5.
and not hit Quickpick.
And 5.
5? Okay, cool.
Thank you for letting me cheat.
No, I'm not letting you cheat. That's
in
what
one turn.
That's what inspiration's for. So you like, what does that look like as this thing that's wrapped around Quickpick and it's got like a squid-like head on top of it?
I'm actually going to like try and punch in its eye.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I like run up 10 feet and I just like jump a little bit and punch in its eye.
Just punch it in the eye, yep. And it like you see its eye kind of close and it kind of recoils from you a little bit. Okay, that was Thich. Now it's these guys' turn. So the one on top of Quickpick is going to so it has advantage. What's Quickpick's AC again?
15.
15. Okay, so it hits. Does 3 bludgeoning damage as it constricts on his head.
Oh shit. I need to get this thing off of him ASAP.
Okay. And then the other one flies towards Junker. What's Junker's AC?
16.
Okay. So the Dark Mantle misses Junker as it swoops down low. Junker kind of brings his mace up and swats it aside. And that brings us to Junker's turn.
So Junker's card says that he has Mage Hand and Shocking Grasp.
Oh, Shocking Grasp. That's right. I've changed that last minute. So I will look up Shocking Grasp for you and tell you what that does. Sorry,
actually, I can do it. I have a spell bookmarked here that's close to it.
Okay.
And I'll just put a bookmark here too. Oh, for goodness sake, there we go. Shocking Grasp. Drink. All right. Yeah, so Junker is just gonna roll up to the squid thing that is also down on Quick Pick and shock it. Grab onto one of the but I didn't shock Quick Pick.
It'll shock Quick Pick too.
Oh, how do I get that one down here? Okay.
Well, the other one is right next to Junker. Because it swooped down and tried to attach to his head.
Oh, it did.
So
okay.
if you want to use Shocking Grasp on that one,
I'll do Shocking Grasp on that one.
Yep,
so
go for it.
He grabs onto one of the tentacles.
And shocks it.
Okay. So what do I add to this?
So his Junker's spellcasting ability is Intelligence.
Okay.
So it'll be his Intelligence plus his Proficiency bonus, which is 2.
Okay.
That's what he gets plus on.
He critted.
He critted?
Yeah.
Awesome. So he's going to get double damage.
Okay, great. So...
I think it does
1d8.
1d8 lightning.
That's my favorite dice.
You like the d8?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll it
6.
twice.
11.
11 total? Awesome.
And it can't take any reactions until the start of its next turn.
Oh, okay, great. So, Junker just grabs onto this thing's tentacle and just like channels energy through his metal hand and just shocks this thing, and the air fills with the smell of calamari. So it's still alive, but it's smoldering. Okay, so that was Junker. So it
smells like Red Lobster
up in here.
Smells
like Red Lobster. It smells like Shrimp Fest. So it's Quick Pick's turn. So he can try to attack it again, or he can try to basically detach the...
Yeah, he just wants to get the frick out of there.
So it's a strength check to do so.
3.
So you have your inspiration points. Do you want to use one?
I will.
Okay.
I don't want Quick Pick to die.
Yeah.
20.
20? Yeah, he just reaches up and just pulls this thing, and the suckers from the tentacles go and leave little like sucker marks on him, and he just wrenches this thing off his head, and as he wrenches it off, you see that there's a mouth in this thing, like, and he just kind of like tosses it off to the side. So he is...
Way to go, Quick Pick.
He is attacked, and he's not looking super good.
No.
He's covered in slime, sucker marks all over him, kind of bleeding from this dart that's sunk up to the hilt in him, and he's taking in great gulpfuls of air as he can finally breathe again after dislodging this thing. So that was Quick Pick. So he can do movement and bonus actions now. He
wants to hide.
You want to hide?
Yeah.
So okay, so he can do his move. He'll go ahead and move behind like a stalagmite.
When the mites go up, the tights go down.
When the mites go up, the tights go down. So he can duck behind a stalagmite. So go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay.
And that'll be his bonus action since he can do that.
22.
Awesome. Yeah, he dissolves into the shadows. Cool.
Good job, quick pick.
All right. By the way, you're realizing the reason why you didn't see these things when you walked in is because they hang upside down from the ceiling.
Oh.
And they look like stalactites.
Oh, so they were the stalactites.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So they hook themselves to the ceiling, and their squid heads hang down.
Yeah.
And they look like stalactites.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How clever.
Yeah. This is a classic D&D monster, the Dark Mantle.
Oh, that's wonderful.
They're sons of bitches. So that was quick pick. So it's Tick's turn.
So am I nearby? One moved over to Junker. Is the one that was on quick pick still kicking?
It's kind of just floating there in the air because he just ripped it off and tossed it. So it's very nearby. You can move to it.
Okay. I'm trying to think because I want to kill this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have much that is very lethal.
You got your hammer.
I do.
You can also just punch the crap out of it.
I'm just gonna punch it a bunch.
Okay. Go for it.
Punch a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Punch a bunch. Be like kerosene.
Exactly.
Oh, sweetie.
Crit missed again.
You have any inspiration?
I do.
What is it?
What is it? It's because I threw the other D20 across the room.
Where is it?
So this one is like, I will.
It's right there. I'll grab it for you.
Vengeance for the cruelty of my companion.
Yeah, I'll grab this for you. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hear you.
Well, 7. So 11.
11 is just enough. It's AC
Okay,
11.
wonderful. And 3 damage. I rolled minimum damage.
Yep. Bonus
and
action?
my bonus action, 15.
Yep.
And 4.
You're punching it. It's not looking good. Okay.
It doesn't like it.
Not happy about the punching.
He's quite put out.
Yes, he is. Okay. So, that was you. Now it's these guys' turn. The one that you're punching.
Are you eating cucumber?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm eating a cucumber. Is that weird?
I don't know. I missed that somehow.
I was up.
I blacked out for a second.
I got your dice. I handed you your dice, and then I walked over here and picked up some slices of cucumber and ate them.
Oh, it's because I was trying to do math.
Yep.
Okay, continue.
Ooh. So, you're punching the Dark Mantle.
Yeah.
And it like does this and flies up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And drops down right on top of you.
Oh
And
my gosh.
wraps
No, I'm
itself around
inside
you.
of it.
So just utter blackness, and you are being like instantly you can't breathe. It's like someone just put their hand over your nose and mouth. It's impossible to breathe. It's impossible to take in any air. You feel your chest constrict as you start to suffocate, and this thing tightens its tentacles around you. The other one,
It really didn't like it.
no, it did not. The other one's going after Junker. Rolled a 2. Junker's just like, you will not suffocate me. I do not need to breathe anyway. Okay.
Junker's MVP. It's his
He
turn.
is. It is his turn. Yep.
Or he's gonna shock again.
Okay. Shocking grasp. You have to do it like in Fairy Tale. Shocking grasp.
7.
No. Not even. Okay. It is Quick Pick's turn. He is hiding.
He's going to he's gonna try and get the does he have like some cloth or something? Can he stop himself from bleeding?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he can
He's just trying to stabilize himself.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. So he's not at 0 HP, so
Yeah.
he's fine, but he can just take a moment and just make sure he's not gonna bleed out.
Yeah.
So he's gonna sit out the rest of the fight, basically. Mm-hmm. Okay. It is your turn.
Okay.
You can punch this thing. It's not looking great. it's looking like it's kind of just desperate at this point, wrapped around you. So you can try to attack it, or you'll have a disadvantage on the attack because you're blind.
Right.
Or you can try and get away from it.
Can I kind of picture where the eyes are in relationship to where my hand could hit? Mm-hmm. So I want to try and like take a dart out, and I'm just going to start stabbing.
Okay.
With the dart.
Cool. So go ahead and give me an attack at disadvantage.
So 8.
Not going to be enough to hit.
Darn.
So you're stabbing at this thing, but you're not hitting anything vital.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. That was Thich. It's this thing's turn. Starts constricting around you 4 bludgeoning damage as its tentacles get tighter.
All right.
The one in front of Junker just cannot get a hold on this thing. All right, it is Junker's turn.
All right, Junker is going to try his shocking grasp again.
Okay.
9. Damn, I just am rolling low.
Yeah, you're rolling low. Quick Pick's going to be sitting out.
Yep.
Okay, so it's your turn again.
Okay. I'm just going to try and get out of this
Okay,
thing.
so give me a strength check. The DC is 13.
19.
Okay, so you rip this thing off and you are free from it.
Awesome. And with my bonus action, I'm going to kick it.
Yep.
Oh man, I just rolled a 4. I did it again, yay. 12.
Yep, hits.
And 6 damage.
Awesome. Go ahead and describe how you kill this dark mantle.
I just stomp on it, like around where its mouth was.
Yeah, you take it off and
just,
throw it down and
like
just stomp on it. Awesome. I like it.
And there's just like a crunch with its little beak.
Yeah, and black blood just splatters up. Cool. All right, good job, Thich. All right, the last remaining dark mantle is going to try one more time. Ha! It gets Junker. Constricts around him. 5 bludgeoning damage.
Do you hear SK licking the bowl over there?
Yeah. Interesting. Nothing, I've just been doing this wrong.
Oh.
So the dark mantle only attaches to your head if it has advantage.
Oh, you were cheating.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I wasn't cheating when it attached to Quick Pick. Because it was in the darkness aura, so it had advantage on the attack. But
I killed it anyways. You're trying to cheat, and I still killed it. I cheated,
and you still killed it. But it's not attached to Junker's head. Okay. I mean, not that it matters because Junker doesn't need to breathe. Right. But it's like attached to his arm, just like gnawing on his arm, and it's got the tentacles on. Okay. Okay, so it's Junker's turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's going to. Oh, but now he'll shock himself.
No. He won't shock himself. Okay. I mean, he's already channeling the lightning, so he can't shock
so
himself.
He's just going to keep trying that.
Yep.
Like, that's his best attack.
It's a good versatile spell.
So, 15.
Yep.
And a D8.
Yep.
7.
He grabs it, and the thing blows up. Just splatters the walls with black ichor. And the tentacles just kind of slide off of.
Ichor.
Ichor, gross. And Quick Pick's like, what the hell were those things?
Have I ever seen anything like that before?
No.
Like, I have no idea, but I'm glad that we were able to deal with them.
They were some sort of subterranean squid creature.
Quick Pick, are you okay? Can I do anything to help you?
You got any of those potions left?
I
need something.
Do you have a healing potion, and I'll give it to Quick Pick.
Okay.
So 2d4 plus 4. So 6, 10. So that takes him back up to full health.
Nice. By the way, if you need to roll any 2d4s, or any D4s. I have these special D4s that look
cool.
like D12s.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. See, instead of rolling the pyramid, you roll a D12.
Yeah.
See that? So that'd be 1.
Oh,
It just has 1 through 4. So that'd be 4.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're like pips.
Yeah, that'd be 4. Or 3.
That's cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Got those for Christmas. Because D4s are kind of a pain to roll sometimes. Okay. So, Quick Pick mentioned the tunnel behind you that goes deeper into the into Bleakpeak.
Yeah, if you're up for it, let's go.
I'm gonna hide some more stuff before I show you. So the tunnel goes. It's kind of like a few short climbs.
Yeah.
So you pick your way down, and then you see just this yawning chasm that goes down like at least 50 feet.
Oh, man.
You can't see to the bottom of it.
Can I send my light places?
You can just drop it.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still glowing. I assume you didn't turn it off.
No, it's still
So
on.
it's still glowing, so you can just let it go, and it falls. And it goes down about 60 feet, and you can see the bottom of the chasm all the way down 60 feet at the very edge of the globe's range.
Okay.
And it just starts hovering down there at the bottom.
Okay.
Just kind of bobbing up and down at the bottom.
Anything notable about that is on the bottom of the chasm?
Give me a perception check.
10.
10. And the other guys can make it too if they want.
Okay. So I got a 10. Quick Pick has 4.
Mm-hmm. He sucks.
And Junker, what would I do for his?
So since he doesn't have it, it would just be a wisdom check.
Okay. 19.
19. So you don't see anything. So you notice that there are bones
Okay.
at the bottom of the chasm. You can just see the white shapes, the curvature of them, and you see like some skulls down there and stuff. Very similar to the bones that were up in the room you were just in.
Mm-hmm.
But Junker points out that it looks like there's a little like alcove off the side of the chasm that you could like crawl into. Like there's a little kind of opening down there on the side of the chasm.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so now how do we know that the squid guys weren't what we were sent here to kill?
That's a good question. You don't know. You saw bones up there.
So like we could be done.
Potentially. If you bring that
like
up.
I know that we're not. But
if you bring that up, Junker says, the creatures that attacked us, they were blind. They must have used some form of echolocation to see us. So I assume they are not the creatures we are looking for because they probably do not leave the cave.
That's true. I hadn't thought of that.
The creature that we are looking for has to be something that would leave the cave.
Right.
So unfortunately, as much as I would like to leave, I think we have to go deeper.
So whatever it is, it must have another way in and out of here, or is very good at climbing.
That is what I am thinking too.
So I'll go ahead and attach my rope.
Yep.
How long is the rope in my grappling hook?
It's 100 feet.
So I'm going to actually use that rope because my other rope isn't long enough to get down there.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and tie would I know how to tie a knot that I could slip?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and tie a knot and then go down.
Okay, cool. So you're going to climb down.
Mm-hmm.
And are you going to try to get to that alcove off to the side? Check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. So you swing down over the side and start climbing down this long, deep chasm. And once you get to the point where across the chasm is this little alcove, you can kind of kick off the wall to try to swing across it. So go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Okay. And then I'm going to have my hammer out to help me kind of like hook into the wall on the other side.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and have advantage on that since you're using the hammer.
And you said athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, please.
20.
Awesome. So you expertly kick off the wall, and as you get to the other side, you have your little hooky bit on your hammer, and you just hook it onto the side of the wall to keep yourself there. And you see the little alcove, and you can crawl into it.
Okay, yeah, so I'll go ahead and try and crawl in.
Okay, so you kind of crawl into it, and you see it kind of opens up into a, like, probably about the size of the dining room here, a little alcove, and your dark vision is kind of kicking in as you're kind of away from the drift globe light, and you see that sprawled across the room is a deactivated Warforged, wearing kind of like scrapper's clothes, has a mace in his hand, and is kind of just like sprawled out on the ground.
Like how big?
Probably about the size of Junker.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit thinner and taller.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and crawl back out, and like, was it just that room and didn't lead anywhere else?
Yeah, so it was just the Warforged, and it looked like he had a little like satchel with him, basically.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and crawl out and just like stick my head out and say, let Quick Pick and Junker know there's a deactivated Warforged down here. You might be able to find something valuable to sell. I don't know what I'm looking for though. And
Junker would call down and tell you to just grab whatever looks decent.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and go back and see what I can find.
Okay. So
the first thing I want to do is see if there's a power source still and take that out so it can't wake up on me.
Yeah. So you take out its power source. You see the power source is damaged. It looks like this thing was damaged and like crawled in here and ended up just kind of losing power.
And is it just like a damaged basic power source?
Yeah, damaged basic power source. Okay. Interesting. And do you look through its stuff?
Yeah. I'm gonna give a thorough look around.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna call up to Junker too to like if he can do any repairs on himself from the hit that he took to do it.
Oh, Junker?
Yeah.
He says he'll need some time to do it.
Okay. I'm telling him I'm taking my time here, so like patch yourself up.
So you're gonna so he can take a short rest and expel one of his hit die to do that.
Okay.
So great. I think he has a D8 of hit die.
2d8.
So he can use one of those on a short rest, basically.
2. I'll take it.
Whoa.
Whoa. -3 seems so much better than -5.
It does. So, the things that you find here, you find 2 potions of healing in the guy's satchel.
Ooh, great.
You also find a ring in his satchel that looks like it's made of wood. Looks like it might be something Eladrin made.
Cool.
You also find you see that the cloak that he's wearing. So all of the other stuff that he has is kind of ratty and falling apart, like he's been down here for a couple of years. But the cloak that he has is like pristine. Like it doesn't have any stains on it. It's not fraying at all. It doesn't look like it has been worn with time at all. Meaning that it might be infused with some sort of magic to have lasted this long.
Is there something I could do to like look at it further?
So what you can do is give me an Arcana check.
Okay. What is that called on here now?
Arcana.
Oh, Arcana. God, yeah. I could not find it for the
You were
life
probably
of me.
looking for Knowledge Arcana.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. 16. Nice. So, looking at this and feeling it, you can definitely feel the thrum of a magic item, and you remember that the Eladrin military used to make these cloaks to protect themselves against arrows and other attacks like that.
Oh, cool.
It is a cloak of protection,
which,
cool. When worn, will give you +1 towards your AC.
Awesome. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and just put that on right now. Yeah.
And it's a really nice cloak. It's got a hood on it and everything. So
great. And then I get +2 to my AC.
Hang
on. Would that mess with my
+1 to AC
unarmed movement?
Nope. Okay. It's not armor. It's just a cloak.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Yeah. No.
Because unlike you, I don't like to cheat.
Yeah. Well.
So, cheating at Dungeons, I have to win.
Yeah, I know.
At Dungeons and Dragons.
You're gonna win at Dungeons and Dragons. So you find the 2 healing potions, which are just basic healing potions, the 2d4 +2, and the ring and the cloak. And he doesn't really have anything else in his satchel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a second to really look at the ring too.
Okay, yeah. So the ring definitely looks like it's been sculpted of dire oak. And it doesn't look like it's been carved. It looks like potentially a Eladrin bark singer used druidic magic to shape the wood.
How cool.
It doesn't have anything magical about it, but it was definitely created by magic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's just like a totally mundane ring, but it was created through a magical process.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That actually makes Thich tear up a little bit, and she is feeling really emotional about these finding these things.
Yeah.
And puts on the cloak and the ring.
Yeah. It's definitely strange to find, items from your culture this deep in this kind of dark cavern. And as you're kind of having this emotional moment, putting the ring on, clasping the cloak, and feeling the warmth of the cloak and the thrum of its magic, you hear, "What's taking so long down there?"
It snaps me right out of it.
Let's get a move on. If you're getting suffocated by a squid creature, don't say anything.
So I just shout out, "I'm on my way back out now. Come down and we'll meet at the bottom."
All right. And they do so, clambering down the long rope.